you know what? I used to struggle with sticking with things with healthy eating, with daily exercise, with running, with tracking money, with podcasting, with blogging, with showing up in my online business. I used to struggle with sticking with all of those things. And then I created wonderful consistency systems that everybody should know about. Like everyone needs to know about these things. And you know what? I don't struggle with sticking with things anymore. I have peace and I have ease. I have contentment in my life, and I can help you get there too. Let's get to today's question, which is, what is it that gets you past your wall, which hinders you from being consistent? Yes, we all have that wall. We all have it. It is not just you. I want to say that like a million times because this is something that happens for anyone who is trying to change their life, who is trying to become someone new, because that's what it really is. That wall, we'll talk about it, what is actually happening, but like you have your old self that's like, hey, things are kind of the same. We know what to expect. Even if things are dysfunctional, even if things kind of suck, we get so used to, this is just how things are, that when you go and try to change your life, you're actually going and trying to be a different person. You're trying to be a different person. So your old self is like, hey, let's do something to F this up. Let's do something to sabotage this new thing, this new life that you're creating, because you're essentially killing off that old self in order to become this new person. Okay, so your old self, like what that will look like, that will be thoughts in your head. So it's not just this event. Like so many times people think that it's the holidays, or they think that it's the weather, or they think that, it's something external that caused them to sabotage themselves. And that's the wall. It's all this external stuff. But the truth is, it is your thoughts about what happened. It's the self-talk. It's like, what did you say about that thing that happened? That is the thing that gets you off track. That is the thing that prevents you from following through. That is the thing that prevents you from doing the actions. I have my little iceberg with like your beliefs, your thoughts, your actions. If your thoughts suck, you are not going to follow through on the action. You're not going to follow through on the action. So what we really need to do is change our thoughts. So let me give an example. Like, let's pretend you woke up late. So that's like this external event. Your thoughts can be, you suck. Don't even bother doing that thing that you said you were going to do. I know that you said you were going to go for a run. I know that you said you were going to eat healthy today. I know I said you were going to write a blog today. I know you said that, but you woke up late. Just stay in bed because the day is crappy already, right? So it's not the waking up late that effed everything up. It's the thought about waking up late. Instead of just being like, hey, that sucked. Maybe I'll condense everything down, or I'll move some stuff around in order to make this thing happen. So we really want to notice our thoughts. So let's come over here. Okay, so this is a journal activity that I do. I never when I give stuff to clients, it's because they are things that I have done, and I'm like, yes, this has helped me change my life, and this is something that can help you. So when I work with clients, they get the Year of Growth Self-Care Workbook, and one of the daily things is a mindset direction card. So one of the cards might be like, write down your crappy thoughts and write down the new thoughts that are going to help you create the life that you want to live. So your old self, you have your old self that's, kind of, that's what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing for the last 10, 15, 20 years, whatever. And then you have your aspirational self. I like, so your old self, let's go to identity first. So your old self might be someone who doesn't stick with things. Someone who, they wake up a little bit late and they say, F it, I'm not going to do the thing. So you're not consistent. You're someone who doesn't stick with things. So your aspirational identity is so simple, you guys. Keep it simple. Your aspirational identity is someone who joyfully and consistently shows up. That's it. Someone who joyfully and consistently shows up. Okay, so let's pretend you wake up, or you're going through things. This is a common one I see. This is the wall that you're talking about. This is the thought. This feels too good to be true. Everything feels way too good. I am not used to all of this goodness, all of this positivity, all of this ease and comfort. I am not used to all of this. I know I'm going to mess this up. I know I'm going to mess this up. I am not deserving of this thing. That's essentially what the belief is. I'm not deserving of all this goodness. Don't worry. I know me. I will mess this up. So that thought is going to mess things up. You'll say, I'm going to mess things up. That's the thought. You will do something to mess it up. So the new thought needs to be, hey, this feels good. Wow, that's wonderful that this feels good. I'm going to keep showing up. This is wonderful that life feels good and life feels not easy, but I'm at ease. How wonderful to feel this goodness in my life, this positivity. Keep it going. Don't always be looking for that thing that's going to mess you up, because you're going to find that thing. You will win whatever game you're playing. If you're playing the game of looking for the thing that's going to mess things up, you will find it. You look at your 2020 and you were like, like if you were like, hey, something's going to mess my year up, and then the pandemic happens, and you're like, see, I knew something was going to mess things up. Because if you have aligned beliefs, you're like, hey, I'm going to figure these things out. You're good to go. Okay. Old self thoughts. You already messed yesterday up. You already missed it. You haven't been perfect. You started Jan 1, laying on the couch. Everything's screwed. Don't even bother today. Don't even bother today. You already messed up your Monday. I know it's Tuesday. Don't even bother. You already, ate pizza and chips and whatever this Friday. Don't even bother doing anything on Saturday. Don't even bother. So again, it's not just the activity, but it's that thought. Don't even bother. So we need a new thought that's going to create the action that you want of being a person who can joyfully my new thought. I want to feel good today. Kind of felt crappy yesterday. I want to feel good today. I am showing up for myself today. So that's the thought, and then the action that follows from that. You're going to do the thing. You show up and you do the thing, and then you start to create evidence. You start to create this life where you are this person. You are this person who joyfully and consistently shows up. You get in those reps. And when I say reps, remember, guys, reps like not 30 days, not 60 days, not 90 days, like every single day, 120 days. It took me 120, I think that was we came out, like a long time to become a person who consistently washes their face. And that's such a small habit. If you're someone that's working on healthy eating, you're working on becoming a runner, you're working on becoming a blogger or building a business, you're going to need a lot of reps in order to become that person. It's not going to happen in 30 days, and it's not going to happen if you're not joyfully and consistently showing up. So how do we get past that wall? We're aware that, hey, something's going to come up. There's this thought that's going to come up that says you're going to F things up. And having a habit, having a practice, having a journaling practice in the morning, I highly recommend the self-care sessions. I did mine this morning, and so I'm here showing up today, recording this video. Taking that time, creating a habit around mindfulness, creating a habit around journaling, creating a habit around examining your thoughts and seeing which ones kind of suck and which thoughts are going to keep giving you the sucky life, and which aspirational identity thoughts you actually want to be happening or having. Your thoughts are going to create the actions that you take, or the inaction, and it's going to create your life day after day after day. So let me just make sure I answered that question. Yep. Yeah. So your thoughts are the things that is the thing that's preventing you from being consistent. If you are someone who is really frustrated with yourself because you don't stick with things, and you're like, that sounds nice. I would like to be someone who joyfully and consistently shows up for themselves, but I'm a mom, or I have a crazy work schedule, or I'm a teacher. I've never been able to do it before. This sounds cute and this sounds wonderful, but I've never been able to do this before. Maybe you need some help. Maybe you need a hand. You need someone to guide you along this way. This is your life. It's ticking away. I want you to have this year be a year of growth. I want your 2021, your 2022, I want you to be on this path where you feel good about the direction things are going. Click the link below. We'll schedule a call. We'll talk about where you are right now. We're going to talk about where you want to be. And we're going to talk about that plan to get you there. Click the link below and we'll chat on a call. Take care.